Welcome everybody. Today we're in the clan dojo, so we're going to be going over vault runs. Pretty easy. I'm going to show you how to do them solo. You can do these with other people. I don't usually suggest doing them in public because a lot of the time people are just doing the missions, not trying to wait around. But yeah, if you're not a part of a clan, you're just going to go over to the recruiting tab, and you'll find people. They're always posting trying to recruit to clans, or you can ask to join or whatever. You'll find one pretty easily. Once you get a clan, you're going to come to the research labs. You're going to go to the Orokin lab, and that'll bring you here. The gear wheel is Q on keyboard, and I believe it's one of your sticks pressed down on console. But once you're in here, open it up. You'll see there's 4 keys that you can buy. You're going to buy one of each of these. Once you have your keys, you're in your foundry. You're going to have to craft them up. These are reusable blueprints, so you're not going to run out. You only have to buy them the one time. See, it's 500 credits, 1 minute, 10 void traces, 250 ferrite. Very easy to craft. What I do is I make 4 of them a piece. This way I can go in and out of the mission on repeat without having to stop back and craft. If you're not sure on where to get void traces yet, you haven't cracked any relics or anything, void fissures up here. Click out of this. Thanks for that information, Ordis. But once you're up here, you just run any of these, and when you crack your relic, you'll get 10 radiant. You'll crack open your relic, and that'll give you some void traces. So once you get those crafted, you're gonna come over to your loadout. You're gonna want to throw on a rhino or a rhino prime. If you don't have them, watch my other video on how to get them. Throw an upgrade. This is what I run. It's not really important. I believe this mission's like level 20, so it's, yeah, run what you have. Your iron skin will be good pretty much indefinitely. Same thing with the weapon. It's a low level, so you don't have to worry about bringing anything crazy using my Soma, but you can easily use the Boltor with a decent mod setup. Companion does not matter, but you're going to find your gear wheel here. And what you're going to have to do is select out, and you're going to throw these keys on here. So we got the bleeding dragon, the decaying dragon, and the extinguished dragon, and lastly the hobbled. All of these keys come with their own certain debuff that they're going to give you, but we'll talk through that as we're running through the mission. Now we're running this vault for 2 reasons primarily. One is for corrupted mods for yourself. They're used in pretty much every single build, and a corrupted mod is something like blind rage here, where you have the positive, which is the 90% ability strength, mixed with the negative, which is the efficiency. So blind rage is one example, and another one would be like transient fortitude, which is 55 and minus 27. So if it's split like that, where it has a positive and then a negative, that's going to be a corrupted mod, and that's what's going to be coming from these vaults. And you'll notice if you look through on Warframe, you'll notice that a lot of Warframe builds use at least one of these. So they're very important to have, and they have an equal drop chance for all like 26 of them that are in the mission. So if you get duplicates, they sell for a decent amount of platinum. So you could also do this as a platinum farm. It's not the most efficient one, but it also, it works for that. Once you're all ready to go, come to your star chart. You're going to find Deimos. I'm going to click into here. So now you're looking for a mission with a Orokin Derelict tile set. That would be a mission like this one, which is what I prefer to run, Horrend. Or you could also run I don't even want to try to pronounce that. I'm not even going to get into it. But you can run this one also. 2 things to note about this. These missions will always spawn a vault in them. But if you're running it and it happens to be one of these sortie missions, or it happens to be Right now we have to hear this dude taking us to Yap City. If it's one of the syndicate missions as well, you won't get the mod when you open the vault. So if this is popping up as a syndicate mission, make sure you're running the regular version. And for these nightmare, make sure you're running the normal version as well. You'll get the mod. You'll get the vault mod still from nightmare, but you won't get the nightmare mod anymore. So it cancels each other out. Like I said, these are the two I prefer to do. This one's 12 to 14, so it's definitely better for lower levels. I also find this one to be a lot faster. It's nice when you just capture the target and you can look for the vault instead of having to kill everything. You know, it saves you a lot of time. So we'll load in there and I'll get back to you. Okay, so we're in the mission now. And you immediately pop your iron skin. It's because the vault keys each have their own debuff that they give you. So the bleeding key will take away 75% of your health. The decaying key is 75% of your shield. The extinguished key is 75% of your damage. And the hobbled key is 50% of your speed. So those are the debuffs that you're working with here. And that's why we use Rhino, because with the iron skin you basically get around all of those. You just have the slow speed. And what's important is that you're checking every room as you're running through here. As you start learning the tile set, you'll know where things spawn, where there can be doors. And you'll start picking up on it. It's been a little bit, I'm rusty, and here's the door right here. So all you have to do is, now that we have all the keys in our Hot Wheels you see, and this one requires, which one here? The hobbled key. So we're going to pop that in, and now we're in the vault here. You have to hit X on this, and that's your mod right there. Now you can get these aren't important.
Something's different about this artifact. Looks like some corrupted
Nice little Orokin cell. There's a nice side part to this.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
So this is why I prefer this over the extermination mission, is because now we're already running to extraction, as opposed to with the extermination we'd probably have about 60 more people to kill before we could even see where the extraction's at. Okay, so we're at the end of the mission, and you'll see we got Blind Rage. So that's actually great. I showed you that I already have a copy of Blind Rage, so this is a duplicate for me. With that being said, at the time right now, Blind Rage is selling for 19 to 25 platinum. So that's a pretty good pull for 3 minutes. You know, you can make a good amount doing this. But also, disclaimer there, most of these mods don't sell for that much. I think the average is probably about 7 to 10 platinum on average, I would say. You get the outliers like this, which are worth like 20. And if you max this out, full rank, all the way up to the end, it sells for like 100 platinum. That's a lot of endo, and obviously if you're new to the game, you don't have the endo to even consider doing that. But it's a strategy, I guess. I don't know. I never do it. I'd just sell it like this for 19, call it a day. Back in here again, because I didn't really clarify. The vault, any of the doors that look like this, that are closed off in this tile set, are the doors that can spawn the vault. So it's not going to be in a door bigger than those. And that's what I was talking about. And to really run it through, because we found that one so quickly, we'll do it one more time. Sometimes they're really close to spawn, and sometimes you think you're not even going to find it, and you end up leaving and it's right there at extraction. The important thing to know about this is that every single time you spawn into one of these missions, there will be a vault. It's inevitable. Whether or not you find it is the question, but it will always be there for you to find. It can take a little bit of time. I'm gonna end up grabbing this guy. The nice part about these missions is that
Excellent work. We'll
with Rhino,
back at base.
you're not getting
Our
hurt.
part is done here.
You know, there's nothing to really stress about. You have enough energy to survive forever. So you can really take your time if you wanted to. You could definitely use other frames. I'm not sure who I'd want to use for all of these, but it is possible. And now the reason I say that you don't want to do this with a squad of people is because they could go to extraction right now and they can pull you out of the mission. And if you're like not as lucky as last time and you're doing what I'm doing right now, you know, it might take you a little bit to find this vault. There's a lot of room to search. So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of running it like on public. If you had a 4-man team, that would be better. It's nice when you don't have to deal with all the debuffs by yourself. But if you're bullet jumping and sliding and everything like I'm doing, you don't notice it too badly. So you see, we're still looking here. And this is what I was talking about. It can really be anywhere. It can be any of those normal doors. And it gets a little confusing sometimes on some of these rooms because there's like so many doors and trees and different levels and all of that. You just run through, stick with it. And here's the worst case scenario that I'm looking at, which is that somewhere on this map I passed that door. So I will put this in fast forward mode and I'll show you when I get there. Okay, so here we are at the vault. It's the Hobble Dragon key again. Come in, we'll grab it up.
Curious. Until we get you to extraction,
Grab the rest of this shit. Even though, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that just goes to show you, you don't want to rush it. You know, you can take your time and find it. It might save you some time. Luckily, it wasn't too far away from the extraction point there, and it was just a quick little room I overlooked in that area. It makes it nice. We'll see what we got here.
Another job well executed.
Creeping Bullseye. But I actually don't have Creeping Bullseye, I don't believe. I just looked it up, it's selling for 5 platinum at the moment. So that's pretty run of the mill, you know, if you don't get what you're looking for. You're looking at 5 platinum. And you can see that one, I missed the door completely, that run through, and had to go back. And you see that only took me 4 minutes. So it's relatively quick. I'd say you could probably do the extermination in about the same amount of time. It's not like it's that much more difficult, especially if you use the exact same build that I use. The Rhino Stomp, his 4th ability, will kill them all in 1 hit anyway. So and it's only like 65 people you have to kill. But any of these missions, just to recap, any of them that have that tile set where it's like, as you see in there, that Orokin Tower look, will have it. Not the ones in the Void though. The ones in the Void are different. Those are tower tile sets, Orokin Towers. These are the Orokin Derelicts. So these are the ones you're looking for. I would always suggest doing Horin though. It is truly the better of the two. Okay, for those of you new to trading, or if you're using the trading chat in-game, definitely scrap that. This is Warframe Market. This is what you want to be using. You're gonna come here, make an account. You're gonna go on this page. It's gonna be on the My Profile page, and you're gonna link your account to you're gonna link your account on here to your Warframe account, and it works on Xbox, PS4, PC. I don't know if the game's anything else, but if it is, it works on there too. And you just follow these steps. You'll go to the warframe.com, go on their forum. You click this, it'll auto put this entire thing in there for you. Your code will be right here, your specific code. And it'll go on the forum, and then it'll confirm your account. So that's how you get into here. So we got that blind rage earlier. And you can see this is how quickly the prices fluctuate on these things. I maybe got that about 15 to 20 minutes ago. And it was 19 platinum was the cheapest one when I picked it up. And now you can see it's mostly 20s, and then you got a couple of them here. And this will be the platinum price when you search it. So the pink denotes the platinum price here. This is going to show you how many they have. The number here is really irrelevant. But the reason why I use this over the trade chat is you get a clear view of the prices right here. And you can look, you can even go to statistics, and you can set it to 48 hours or 90 days, and you can scroll through and see exactly what it was selling for on this chart here. And you'll see the median for this is actually about, well, 15 for the past 48 hours. We'll go over the couple days here. And you'll see, yeah, it is about 15. It spikes up every once in a while to 18 to 20. But yeah, you see it hovers around 15. So, you know, if you wanted to wait, you could wait and sell it when it's at a high point. But you can also, we'll go through buying things first here. Something I actually do need to buy, so I'll demonstrate that, is the Epitaph Prime receiver. So we'll find that really quick, and you'll see 14 platinum right here. Boom, Control C. We'll hop into Warframe. Let me just switch this over really quick here. Now we're in Warframe. I'm going to Control V that to paste. And I'm going to send that over. And you'll see it types it out. Auto inputs the message. And now we just wait. And you'll see that was immediate. I didn't cut or anything. That was maybe 5 seconds. And usually you'll find it's pretty fast that they text you back. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit. Obviously you don't have to wait. I usually give it about 5 minutes. If they don't text you in 5 minutes, it usually means it's your beat. Find someone else. But that being said, this makes it nice. Everyone knows exactly what they're doing. 14 platinum right there. He's going to throw it in. Epitaph, yep. Boom, run through the trade. Hopefully you get someone that doesn't have some crazy clan tax. You'll see. Lovely. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And then we leave his dojo. We all go our separate ways, and it was that quick and easy. You didn't have to, you know, apply chat filters in the trade chat or anything. If you're not on PC, I believe there's a way to link this somehow to your Xbox. I'm not sure how. You can probably pull it up on your own like web browser in Xbox. I haven't used an Xbox since 360, so I don't know. I had a P4. I never bought a P5. But on P4 you can definitely pull it up in your browser and do this. I'm not sure about on Xbox, probably. But even so, you could do it on your phone. The only important part is this /W and then their name. Everything after that is unnecessary. Except for obviously distinguishing, like if you wanted to buy this and you couldn't copy and paste, I would type the /W digger 775 and then I would just say blind rage 15p ? And that goes for anything. For this dude, Jinx, /W, his name, space, blind rage 15p. You know, and that's what I would do if I couldn't copy and paste. As far as selling goes on Warframe Market, we'll demonstrate with blind rage. So when you're here selling, you can obviously set the price to whatever you want to set it as. They're selling for 15 right now. I'm gonna throw mine in for 16 because whatever. So to sell, you click this red plus in the bottom right, this place order, I know it's weird, place order, but technically you're placing a sell order. So you want to sell. Obviously make it visible. This is all preset when you click the button. So you're really typing in the price, which I said 16. It's selling for 15. So if you wanted to sell it right away, price it for 15, price it for 14. You know, you'll sell it pretty quickly. Quantity, we have 1. And the rank is 0. And then you post. And now if we hit a refresh, if we hit a refresh, we see nothing. And the reason why is because if you look in this top right here, I'm on invisible, which means that they can't message me. Well, they can message me through here if they wanted to. And you can see here, this is the rank, as I was saying earlier. So you can see these people are selling the rank 10s. And we're looking at the cheapest you're getting is 80 plat. Some of these dudes want up to 220. So that's what you're looking at on there. So here's your toggle up here. If you're invisible, they can't see you. If you're online, they can see you. They'll message you in game, or they'll message you on the website. And if you're online in game, and then you see when I refresh, it did it for me. But you'll see now my name pops up here, and they'll see this buy. So then they'll be able to click, and that'll come right through to you in game. So once you can go to your profile here, and you'll see here's all the stuff that I'm selling at the moment that I have listed. And because I'm invisible, nobody can see it. So what I suggest doing is, if you're gonna try doing the vault runs for platinum, but this goes for anything that you want to buy or sell for platinum, but stock up what you're gonna do so you have a good amount of things like this. And this isn't even a lot, so like I wouldn't even consider going online right now to sell this, because I just wouldn't make that much platinum at all. But stack up what you'd like to sell, and then pick a night and go sit in your clan dojo, and then just flick it to online in game, and you can sit there and sell stuff. It's important to keep in mind that the amount of trades you have is linked to your mastery rank. So I'm mastery rank 19, so in a 24-hour period I can trade 19 times, but then I have to wait for that to reset. So if you're a low mastery rank, you don't have many trades in a day. So keep that in mind when you're planning things out. You're kind of limited, especially if you plan on selling things for platinum. You're limited on how many trades you have per day to actually do that. So then you have to think about, you know, maybe if you're doing this in particular, if we're taking this as example, you'd probably only really want to be selling like your blind rages, or your highest selling mods are the ones you want to have listed, because you want to maximize what you can for your amount of trades. I hope that was useful to y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed that. A quick tip at the end here: when you're done doing it, make sure you remember to take these off, because that'll really fuck you over if you go into a better mission with these on, and then you notice you have all the debuffs on, especially if you end up switching your frame, then you're just really boned. But that's a quick tip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. Hopefully you made a little bit of platinum early on off of it. You know, like, subscribe. If you got any questions, comment them down below. I'm not the smartest dude, but I'll try my best, you know. But take it easy. Have a good night, good day, whatever it is for you. Peace.